Yep.
I'm always
taking a quiz late, bro. Never.
You know, it's honest when I'm walking in the class.
Sorry, that's wrong
Not
one.
if I asked
There's
it
even
yet.
one earlier.
last week of school.
All right, everyone's got a calculator too? Everyone's got a calculator?
Yeah.
Welcome to thanks for not marking me after.
Okay, I guess I'll start class off this way. I am surprised, very surprised, and very disappointed in a lot of you. All right, and that I'm not talking about the quiz. I haven't even graded it yet. Here's why I'm very surprised and very disappointed, especially in this group here from this year, that nobody investigated the fact that everything we've done in this unit done right on the calculator. Numworks would have did it all for us. Multiply, add, subtract. I'll get all those zeros and ones. Calculator does it all. I am shocked that nobody investigated that and found that out. Okay, shocked. Okay, so what I'm going to show you today is, because I don't know where you guys are going next year as far as your next step when you get out of the high school, but if it involves, college or university, that you might have to take a math class that involves matrices. And everyone has access to Numworks on a Chromebook, and you know where to go. So I might as well show you, hey, if you're doing a unit in matrices, today I'll show you how we could have used the Numworks all along today. All right, all along in this unit. All right, so first thing up here, and please follow along here with me instead of trying to do this on your own. You guys knew this was the first thing we did, right? We add them together, we subtract them, multiply by -4, and then do 3a plus 2b. The calculator does it all for us. All right, so everyone ready where to go here? All right, so we go to the toolbox. And go to calculation underneath the toolbox. Keep scrolling down. Anybody see anything there? Matrices and vectors, yes. And you hit that right away, and look what pops up. A matrix that we can fill in. And we don't even need to tell it how big it needs to be. We just fill it in. So what I want everyone to do right now is take matrix A on your notes, -2, 3, 0, 1, and type that into the first one here. So -2, 3, 1, and 0. Everyone's got it in there? Got the 4 numbers in there? Okay, now, because in the notes I'm calling it matrix A, so you want the calculator to know it's called matrix A. So everyone go to the arrow, which is right above the X to the Y. All right, go to that arrow and tell the calculator we are going to call this alpha A. We're going to call that matrix A. So I don't have to keep retyping it every time I want to add or subtract or multiply with it. All right, you hit enter, boom, there it is. All right, now we got to go to matrix B now, so pull up a new matrix. So toolbox, it's already there. And get in your 8, 1, 5, 4. And once you have that, hit your arrow again, but now call that alpha B. All right, matrix B. And that will stay matrix A and B until you make a new one and call it A again. And then watch how quick this bad boy goes now. Ready? What's it wanted us to do in part A? A plus B. You don't need to type the matrices in and add them. You just go alpha A plus alpha B. Hi, there's my matrix answer. Woo! Makes me so happy too. None of you could figure that out. All right, all my calculator. Oh, go to equations all the time. Oh, we could have went to the calculator the whole time.
I mean, we didn't want true, but
yeah, I'm sure. Don't give me any crap.
No,
all right, don't give me any BS.
Easy, we wanted to know how to really.
Yep, I'm sure. Well, now you do now.
To learn.
You do now.
That's what you thought. We were doing this the whole time.
Yep, you were. Yep. Go ahead, A minus B. And then you could just type in -4 alpha A for part C. It'll multiply everything by 4 for you. And then you can do 3A plus 2B without even having to worry about anything. 3A plus 2B. pop that up. Oh man. All right. And now I'll let you try it on your own before I show you some other stuff we could have done this unit in the calculator. That's just the basics in the calculator. Watch what else it can do. So number 2, when you type in 1, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, you got to call it matrix A again. So the calculator knows that's your new matrix A. And then check your answers up here with me. You're done doing all the calculator work. Oh, it gets better. Don't worry. It gets better. It gets better. Gives me an opportunity to finally smile in this class.
Don't have to struggle.
Inside the cutter, so we can do.
What are you doing that after school?
Everyone good? Because I'm going to move on here. Because you're going to do this on Delta Math strictly on the calculator on Monday. Everyone's good? All right, let's move on. So I showed you how to add, subtract, multiply by a number, and add them together. The second thing we did in this unit was solve for a missing matrix. All right, so first thing I need you guys to do, go ahead, make a matrix A and B that look like those two. One, -5, 0, 2, call it matrix A with the arrow. And then it's -6, 5, 9, 1, call it matrix B with the arrow. Everyone have those two finish up, put those two in for me. Call them A and B so I can show you how to find the missing matrix. Everyone got it plugged in? All right, hey, you do have to do some work. I hate to break it to you. I apologize. The calculator's not going to do every single little thing. So and it's the same thing we did in class. You need to solve for X here. And then whatever X equals, you type that into your calculator and it will produce that matrix. So what's your first step up here? Subtract the A over, yep. So I get 2x equals B minus A, then what? Divide by 2, and that's all you need to type in your calculator now. Not X equals, but B minus A divided by 2, and up will pop your answer matrix, which I would, instead of trying to do that by hand. So see if it pops up the same thing here. Even gives you fractions, I believe, right? Instead of decimals. Awesome. So all you got to type in is B minus A over 2. And it should give you what? I'm getting -7/2, 9/2, 5, and -1/2. Nice, huh, kids? Huh? Where were you on this, huh? Where were you? All my calculator studs here. Where were you here, huh? Spent over a month in this unit, and no one investigating. There's got to be a way to do this on the calculator. Nope, I'll just live in equations world because that gets me everything. Toolbox is pretty good too.
I was just gatekeeping. I knew it was there.
Yep, I'm sure you were.
I like the challenge.
Yep, I'm sure. Good. Yep, right.
I like to learn.
Yep. I made it easy for you here on this other one. All you got to do is divide by -2 and type that into your calculator. I'm not even done with the magic tricks yet. Oh. Quick check on this one, number 4. 27/2. -4. -29/2. 31/2. 18 and 6. That's what I get when I type in that right there.
You on the basketball team?
Other questions here with this? Everyone ready to move on? Because I want to make sure everyone's on the same spot before I move on because we're going into the different territory now. All right, no more storing in for A and B. You don't need to do that anymore. It's just for these type. And then we had this whole thing on multiplying. Remember, you had to do row times column. We had big issues, some of us, with that, right? Row times column. Well, you don't have to worry about it because it will do it for you. All right, so go ahead, type in this first matrix right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, 2, -1, 6. You do not need to call it anything.
Can't do it.
All right, you don't need to call it anything. All right, let's keep going. Yep, we have a marching band here. Great. Let's get away of the distractions here.
It won't let me do it.
Yeah, it says
It's 2x4. And 2
Oh,
by
it
2.
says undefined, huh?
Yeah.
Shocker. Because this is a
2x4.
2x4, and we're trying to tell the calculator to multiply it by a.
Yo, notice how they're all matrix.
That won't work, huh? That won't work, and the calculator told you undefined. So here's what I want you to do. Reverse it. Do reverse it, please. Because now you'll have a 2x2 with the 2x4, which will be good to go. So reverse this, please.
That's too many letters to write down. Numbers to write down. It's too many numbers to write down.
Yeah, I know we're complaining because the calculator's doing it all for us. Versus doing row by column, row
Why can't
by
the
column.
calculator write it down for us too?
Yeah, that would be fun. Yeah.
Why can't we just take a picture?
All go with math. Can I just plug this in my computer and have it ready?
ChatGPT can do it. I don't need to know how to do it.
Wait, if the numbers tells us we can't multiply these two, then
The New York State gives us
They're on YouTube. I'm gonna get us that over.
gotta stop fighting, please.
20 for November.
So we can multiply them, and everyone ready for the grand finale? All those ones and zeros and rules you had to do, the calculator will go right to it. Okay? Do not put any matrices in yet. So hey, everyone about this is what we did on the quiz yesterday. This could have been the bonus.
I had a question.
And we could have done it all on the calculator.
I got a question. Is computer code just matrices? Because just ones
I have
and
no
zeros.
idea. I don't
Because
know
it's called
anything
the
about computers.
Matrix.
Okay,
And it's a
maybe.
bunch of
Wow,
ones and
my mind's blown
Yes.
right now. I don't know how I'm going to
That's
survive
what-
this weekend not knowing the answer. All right, are we ready on how we can solve this now? Instead of trying to get 0 1s on our own. All right, this is a new spot now. Go back to your toolbox. And you want to scroll down to where it says matrices. That's what we're doing, all right? Toolbox, matrices and vectors, matrices. And here's where it's the only spot you need to go to for these problems. And it is RREF, reduced row echelon form. Okay? Everyone can get to that into the toolbox. Enter. And now you type the matrix in that you need to solve it for. So ready? I'll write it down here. You type it in. 1, 1, 1, 4, including the answer. 1, negative 1, negative 1, 0. 1, negative 1, 1, 2. Oh, this magic is awesome. So make sure after you have the reduced row echelon there, now you go back to toolbox and get the blank matrix out and fill it in. Oh, kids. If we only knew.
No, I knew this one.
So why rub it in our face now?
Because everyone's, I'll use just the equations all the time. Yep, well, you could have used this all the time there, tricksters.
Is this to teach us or is this for your own entertainment?
Both. In case you need to use it in the future. You're doing matrices and you'd be like, oh yeah, I can do most of this on the numworks.
I can't do question 7 due to a printing failure. So
Yeah.
there's a bunch of stuff printed on
And then everyone see what it gives us? X equals 2, Y equals 1, Z equals 1.
Wait, 4? I didn't get that.
Oh,
No, I get that.
calculator boss.
wait,
Sorry to hear that.
I get that. I didn't get
We good here?
Yeah, I was just covering.
that.
I was covering.
We all good? All right, hey, let's go. 7. Make sure you get it in order first, please. Got to get it in order first before you do RREF.
Is this what we're gonna hear when we're graduating?
All right, go to RREF. Type in that new matrix now, including the answers on the other side.
Definitely not the right answer.
That's not that
Yeah. You're done, buddy. Just quit math. So, what that is. Math. Short for math.
Shouldn't take too long to type in, right? 1, 1, 2. And then number 8, oh my God, it's 4 variables. It doesn't matter how many variables, calculator is going to handle it. It's just a matter of you guys typing it in right and making sure you go to RREF first before you solve for the variables. There was a time we had students do this by hand, but that ended. Yeah, that ended.
By
When
hand?
different types of students started walking in. We did a 4-bagger day. We don't even do 3-baggers anymore.
I bet those students have
What?
jobs.
How long would it take? Like 20 minutes?
Not if you knew what you're doing.
No.
Not for people.
Huh?
Oh, Joe.
I bet those students.
It's the same pattern for every one of these problems here. Get a 1, use it to get a 0, use it again to get a 0, use it again to get a 0.
It's like a puzzle.
Well, we all oh, perfect, perfect. Eliminating one of you guys. Perfect.
Who do you want it to be?
What do we got here? Oh, Mr. Green. Perfect.
Oh my goodness.
John Carlino. How's it going? Absolutely. Right now? Yeah, absolutely. Be right down. Yep.
Who is it?
That was my Harvard acceptance.
Somebody in here. I didn't say they were absent.
Who's going down? Right now?
I would tell you it's a new one from this year. Haven't had this person go down all this year.
Oh, no.
Must be Jami.
What table are they at?
I don't believe so. This